In this video, we are going to show you top-down analysis and market structure shifts and how to take buy and sell trade entries using real chart examples. We will show market structure shifts and where to find the buy and sell trade entries. And after that, you can start buying in these locations, and then you look for a market structure shift up in the 4-hour, and when you see that, you can start buying, where to sell or where to buy. So for that, you have to draw the internal swing points in the 4-hour. After the market structure shifts, we can sell here, sell here. Okay, let's look at market structure shifts combined with top-down analysis. We have already discussed market structure shifts in the previous video, so please make sure to look at those. I will do a quick recap of what market structure shifts now with a strong price moving down, which is the displacement. So when this happens, when the displacement happens and when it breaks this significant swing point downwards, that's where the market structure shift happens. So it converts the uptrend into a downtrend. So that was a quick recap. However, look at the previous videos for a better understanding. Okay, so now we are going to look at external and internal swing points and market structure shifts. Let's jump into that now. Okay, so external swing points are the higher time frame swing points. Then internal swing points are the lower time frame swing points. So as you understand, in top-down analysis, we have our higher time frame, red color line, and then we have our lower time frame, the blue color line. So the higher time frame can be if daily, then the lower time frame is 4-hour. For example, if the higher time frame you consider is the 1 hour, then your lower time frame is the 15 minutes. So basically, the market structure shifts could be happening at the external swing points, at these external higher time frame swing points. However, you need to go to the lower time frame in order to clarify and see the internal swing points and confirm the market structure shift. So you need to go to the lower time frame and see if there's a market structure shift. So as you can see, in the blue color area, there's a market structure shift here. So it's happening in the external swing point, but you confirm it by going to the lower time frame. Then again here, at the external swing point, you can see there's a market structure shift up. Again, you can see here, in the external swing point, there's a market structure shift down. Okay, let's see what's next. Okay, so now we are going to look at market structure shift happening at a pullback location, and this will help you to understand where to buy and where to sell. Okay, let's jump into that now. How do we know when the pullback is over and the trend leg starts to continue again? That's an important question. Okay, so you can see the higher time frame is in an uptrend. See, now there's a pullback here. So the question is, how do we know when the pullback is over? Why? Because in an uptrend, we want to buy. Yes, we want to buy, right? So we can buy here, but now it's in a pullback. So during a pullback, we don't buy while the pullback is happening. We want to start buying after the pullback has completed. See, in these areas is where we want to buy, where when the higher time frame has started its trend leg again. But how do we confirm that? The answer is we confirm that the pullback is over when we see a market structure shift in the lower time frame. So if this is your daily, the red color one, then if you go to the 4-hour and if you see the market structure shift happening during the pullback, that is what potentially confirms the pullback is over. So after that, you can start buying in these locations. Okay, let's see what's next. Okay, so this is an example while the higher time frame is in a downtrend, is the pullback. So how do we know when the pullback will be completed? That is, you have to go to the lower time frame and see if there's a market structure shift. Now, why is this important? Because in a downtrend, we need to sell. However, we have to wait until the pullback is over because we don't sell during the pullback. Yes, we sell here, but now the pullback is there, so we don't sell. Now, when we go to the lower time frame, So after you see a market structure shift in the lower time frame, you can start selling in these locations. So again, when I say higher time frame, it can be the daily, and the lower time frame can be 4 hour, or it can be any of these combinations seen here. Okay, let's see what's next. Now let's see another situation where when the price is, for example, in an uptrend, you keep buying, but how do you know when to stop buying? So let's see how to figure that out. Okay, so this is an example where the price higher time frame red color line is in uptrend. Then as I said, you will start keep buying, you will buy here, you will buy, but how do you know when to stop buying, right? So that is the answer is you have to go to the lower time frame and look for a market structure shift. If you see a market structure shift, then you stop buying. Then because then the pullback will start. Then once again, let's take this example. Let's say you are buying here, but how do you know when to stop buying, right? That's where in the lower time frame, if you see a market structure shift, then you stop buying, because then most probably the pullback will start. Okay, let's see what's next. Okay, so now let's look at the same example in a downtrend. Okay, so in a downtrend, you will be selling here when the higher time frame is in a downtrend. Let's say you were selling here, but how do you know when to stop selling? Again, the answer is in the lower time frame, if you see a market structure shift, then you will stop selling, because most probably the pullback will start. Okay, let's see what's next. Okay, so now let's combine top-down analysis and market structure shifts, and let's look into some examples to see where you can find the pullback for high probability trade setup. Okay, so combining top-down analysis, market structure shifts to find pullbacks for high win rates. So the idea is, the concept is, you start to analyze the charts starting from higher time frames, then you go into lower time frames. That's number one. Then you will use the higher time frame to get the overall direction of the trend. And then you go to the lower time frame to view the internal swing points, to figure out the market structure shift locations, to figure out the turning swing points. Okay, for example, if the daily is in uptrend, right? Daily red color is in uptrend, and then if it's in a pullback, right? Let's say during the pullback of the daily, you will go to the 4 hour and see for the market structure shift, and then if you see the market structure shift, that potentially confirms the pullback is over, and then you can start buying again in this 4 hour locations, because your daily uptrend has again started. Okay, let's see another example. So this is where, let's say, the daily is in a down. Now you need to sell, but you need to, for example, let's say if it's in a pullback, you don't sell. So then you go to the 4 hour and you look for a market structure shift to potentially see if the pullback is over, and then you can start selling. Okay, let's jump into the next example. So for example, if your higher time frame is the 4 hour, if the red color line is the 4 hour, and let's say if the 4 hour is in a pullback, then what you do is you go to the 1 hour and see if there's a market structure shift. And if you see a market structure shift, then it's potentially the pullback is over, and after that you can start buying in these locations in the 1 hour chart. Okay, let's jump into another example. Let's say the 4 hour is in a downtrend, and now let's say the 4 hour is in a pullback. So now you don't sell in the pullback. So what you do is you go for the 1 hour and look for a market structure shift, and after the market structure shift, then you can start selling in these locations. Okay, let's see what's next. Okay, so up to this point we were talking about market structure shifts in the external swing points, but however, sometimes you may not see a market structure shift at those external swing points, and it could be a simple change of character. However, if you see a market structure shift in the external swing points, meaning at the higher time frame external swing points, it's more powerful than a change of character. Okay, let's see what's next. So you might have noticed in the previous slides, the word potential was highlighted and underlined. So why was it mentioned as potential in the earlier slides? Let's look into that. So if we look at some of the previous slides, see the word potential was underlined and highlighted. Now why is it? So the answer is, in order to increase the probability of the trade being successful and to increase the win rates, there are a few more factors you have to add, such as liquidity matrix, premium and discount levels, and fib levels. So when you add these parts also, it increases the probability of a successful trade. Now this liquidity matrix and fib levels will be discussed in the future videos, future lessons. So until that, whatever discussed up to now will give you a probable trade setup. However, in order to increase the win rate and increase the accuracy of the trade, you need to add liquidity matrix and fib levels as well. That will be discussed with practical examples in future videos. Okay, let's see what's next. Okay, so there's another very important thing you have to do in order to increase your win rate. So if you trade in the direction of the trend of the weekly chart or the daily chart, that is what which will increase your win rate. It's a very important secret to keep in mind. So use the weekly or daily first to figure out the direction of the trend, whether it's an uptrend or a downtrend. And after that, only you have to go to the lower levels, 4 hour, 1 hour, 15 minutes, right, gradually, and then try to figure out market structure shifts to make your trade decisions. Okay, let's see what's next. Okay, so what we are going to do now is jump into real trading view charts and see how to use this information to make buy and sell trade entries. Let's jump into that now. Okay, so as you can see, now I'm in the micro mini NASDAQ index futures daily chart. So as you can see, the daily chart is in an uptrend, making external higher highs, and higher lows and higher lows. And it's making external break of structures, showing the higher time frame, which is the daily, is in a uptrend. But now the question is, how do we know where to buy and where to sell? So for that, what you have to do is, on each of these trend legs or pullback legs, you need to go to the lower time frame, which is 4 hour, and look for internal swing points and market structure shifts. So now let's jump into the lower time frame. Okay, so now we are in the 4 hour time frame, and I have plotted the 4 hour internal swing points in blue color lines, higher highs and higher lows during the uptrend leg of the daily and the downtrend leg of the daily. So as you can see, during the daily uptrend leg, the 4 hour is making higher highs and higher lows and break of structures, which means during that time the 4 hour is in uptrend. So what you can do is, you can buy in these pullback locations, and then when you see the 4 hour makes a market structure shift, then you will understand, you get to know, okay, now the trend has changed, the 4 hour trend has changed downwards, which means most probably the daily pullback has started. So then you have two options. One option is you don't do anything until the pullback is over, right? That's the first option. And then you look for a market structure shift up in the 4 hour. And when you see that, then what you do is, after that, in the pullbacks, you can start buying. That's option number one. Option number two is, this pullback, if it's too long, like if it's, let's say, for nearly 1 month or 2 months, that can happen. If that's the case, what you can do is, after you see the market structure shift and when you understand the daily has gone to the pullback, you can start selling in the pullback, 4 hour pullback locations. However, you do it very conservatively and very carefully, and you sell only until the daily pullback is over. How do you know whether the daily pullback is over? That is when you see the market structure shift in the 4 hour. Then you stop selling and you start buying, as I said earlier. So this is how we use top-down analysis and market structure shifts and enter into real buy trade setups. Okay, let's see what's next. Okay, so that was real chart example for uptrend, and now let's look into a real chart example for a downtrend and see where you can start buying and selling. Okay, now I'm in the micro mini NASDAQ index futures daily chart. You can see the daily chart is in a downtrend, but the question is now how to sell and where do you sell? Also, if needed, where do you buy? So for that, you have to go into the lower time frame, say 4 hour, 15 minutes, and further down into, let's say, 5 minutes, and figure out those buy and sell entry locations. Okay, let's jump into the lower level charts and see that now. Okay, so now you can see I'm in the micro mini NASDAQ index futures 4-hour chart, and you can still see the daily pullback, but now the question is where to sell or where to buy. So for that, you have to draw the internal swing points in the 4-hour. So I have done it here, but let me expand that area so you can see it more clearly. So if needed, during the daily pullback, you can start buying in the 4-hour pullback locations. You can buy here, but you do it very carefully and conservatively. So then during the daily pullback, when you are buying in the 4-hour, however, if you see a market structure shift in the 4-hour, like just like over here, when the market structure shift happens, you stop buying. And then after the market structure shift, you start selling in the pullback locations of the 4-hour. So you can sell here, and sell here. So now when you are selling, you can sell with high confidence because the daily is in a downtrend. And now you can see the daily pullback is over after a 4-hour market structure shift. So now if you sell, winning rate is going to be high because now you are selling in the direction of the daily trend, meaning daily trend is down. So now you are selling in the 4-hour locations. Okay, let's see what's next. So this is how you incorporate top-down analysis and market structure shifts to find buy and sell trade entries. However, as said earlier, to further increase the chance of winning probabilities, you need to add premium and discount levels and fib retracements. So that will be discussed in the next video. But up to this, you got a solid knowledge of how professional pro traders look into the markets. Okay, let's see what's next. Okay, so now let's look into the fractal nature of price action. So whatever we discussed up to now, the higher time frame and the lower time frame can be combined as, let's say, higher time frame daily, then your lower time frame will be 4-hour. Or if you consider the higher time frame as 4-hour, then you can go to the lower time frame into 1 hour. And if the higher time frame you look is 15 minutes, then you go to the lower time frames 5, 4, 3, 2, or even 1 minute. Okay, and one possible complete combined top-down analysis sequence is you start with the daily and you find the daily trend direction, whether it's daily is uptrend or downtrend, and then you can go into 1 hour or 15 minutes and then look into internal swing points, and then you can look into market structure shifts, and then you can go further down into 5 or even 3 to 1 minute and further refine your entries by looking into market structure shifts in these lower time frames. So this part will be discussed in the next few lessons showing real live trade examples. Okay, let's see what's next. So this is a summary of what we discussed in this section. We discussed top-down analysis combined with market structure shifts and internal and external swing points, and looking at the higher time frame to frame the trade direction, and then going into lower time frame and figuring out internal swing points, and then using the internal swing points to figure out the market structure shifts, and then to decide where to buy or sell and how to increase the winning probability. Okay, so we have come to the end of the section and we will see you in the next video.